So if you own your own business, should you hire in-house staff or just outsource everything? I think the answer to that is it depends. Depends on your preferences, depends on the nature of the business, the size of the business, the stage of the business, and things like that. And sometimes it can be a combination of both, where you can hire on some, in-house staff and then outsource other things to independent contractors. And when I say hire on like in-house staff, I mean ones that are officially on payroll, where you are paying them regularly, on a regular payment schedule. You are withholding taxes from them. So, a federal income tax, provincial income tax, or state income tax in Canada pension plan. So someone that's officially an employee of the company that's going to be getting, a statement at the end of the year to file for their taxes to show their employment income. Whereas an independent contractor or, outsourcing to independent contractors, it's not the same setup. They're not actually employees of the company. They are independent and you just kind of pay them and hire them on as needed. It's not an official employment relationship. And so obviously, even as I'm explaining that, you're probably thinking there are, trade-offs and it depends. Sometimes it's good to have in-house employees. Other times you just want to subcontract it. And, for example, if you have a restaurant or, just like a small cafe, you're probably going to need to hire on some regular staff. It might not make sense to have just independent contractors to run a restaurant or cafe. You're going to need that regularity. Whereas for some of the things in the restaurant, like maybe you have someone who has to do bookkeeping or accounting for the business or a bit of advertising, maybe you don't need to hire an accountant to become an employee of your business or a bookkeeper. You can just outsource that to independent contractors. Find an independent bookkeeper or a small accounting firm or something like that. Same thing with advertising. You can just kind of partner with an advertising agency to help you with that rather than having a full-time advertising specialist as an employee for your company. Now, if you have a really big company where, let's say you have 400 employees and it's maybe kind of a professional office-based setting, you might want to hire an in-house accountant and maybe multiple bookkeepers and maybe a marketing specialist. You might even want an in-house lawyer rather than reaching out to law firms to do that work for you. So that can make sense depending on the situation and the size of the business. I think one thing to be mindful of is that if you are hiring on in-house employees, typically they're looking for consistency with hours and salary. So if your business is small and starting up or it's really inconsistent, maybe you don't want to hire those people on because they may not stick around if you can't provide them with consistency. So starting out, maybe you're seeking in-house employees and you're just letting them know that they're going to be part-time or casual, or you could just start out with kind of like an independent contractor type of relationship. And hopefully as the business grows, you can either hire them on as in-house employees or find some other people that are suitable to be official employees of the business. And then even when the business is up and running, it has grown, it is stable, there are still some times where it's going to make sense just to have independent contractors to outsource things. Like I mentioned with the accountant, or let's say you want to do some advertising and you want kind of a voice actor to do a radio advertisement for you. It's just going to be a one-time thing. You probably don't need to, hire someone onto your staff to do voice acting for one radio commercial. You can just find a professional in that field and just pay them kind of a project-based fee. Or likewise with myself as a business management consultant, I don't come into companies as an employee and manage the company for them. I'm an outside person that they can contract, that they can hire, and I help them manage their business. So they're not taking me in as an in-house employee. So there's all these different type of relationships that can exist, and administratively they look different, and contract-wise they look different. And to find the best fit, like I said, is going to depend a lot on your situation, your preferences, your stage of business. So hopefully that was helpful. If you liked the video, please click like, and you can check out my other YouTube videos. I've got dozens of them on business startup and business management topics. And if you have a question about those topics, feel free just to leave a question below in the comments section, and I can address it there or make a video on it. And if you are starting up a business or already operating a business and you'd like to book a free consultation with me, I offer a free 1-hour consultation, and I will leave the link for that in the video description.